Hi, Schilleci here with Joan Co Realty Group. Today we're going to be talking about what it's like living in Katy, Texas. I have taken a minute away from doing videos, so I am trying to catch up, and I hope you enjoyed these videos. So today we're going to be talking about Katy, Texas. It honestly depends on what area of Katy you are considering. There are a ton of master plan communities, and if that's what you're looking for, because most are, it's really going to cater to the 2021, 2022 lifestyle. So it's definitely my generation. Before, after, there really is a spot for everyone in Katy. The restaurant scene has really come around in the last 2 or 3 years. There are so many options that didn't exist before. There is the Katy Asian Town Market located at Grand Parkway and 99. There are so many amazing restaurant options there. And in that grocery store, there's also a food court that is amazing. My favorite so far is the crepe store. It's like 8 crepe, I think. Best crepes you will ever eat in your whole entire life. They're like wrapped up in a cone. There's a pho place that's to die for, and I just had a ramen shop a couple days ago. Maybe I'll insert a picture if I remember. This ramen shop was, I'm just craving it. I cannot wait to go back. It was so good. There is one thing, well, there's a couple things that are a little bit negative, but there aren't a lot of places to leisure in a commercial atmosphere. So you do have La Centera, and it does have a couple different sections where you can sit in. I do recommend making a reservation. It is a very popular weekend spot. It was probably my favorite spot to hang out when I lived over there. That's a La Centera, and that's in the heart of Cinco Ranch. So I consider that like the hub of Katy now, not like downtown Katy. That area I really think of as the heart and the hub of Katy there in Cinco Ranch. So if you live close to there, you can have a really good walkability. That's one thing I love about Katy is the walkability. Katy, the Woodlands, the best walkability. Bridgeland, Sugarland, really good as well in Town Lake. So those are my favorite places when it comes to walkability, but definitely the Woodlands, Cinco Ranch, and Bridgeland have the best walkability, with the first two having the most things you can walk to. The traffic getting around the heart of Katy, so Cinco Ranch, when you're on those main highways, Grand Parkway 99 and I-10, especially where all of them meet, you are going to get a lot of congestion. So morning, evening, weekends, that's a little bit intense. So please be prepared for that. There's so many people have been moving there. I have a whole bunch of numbers for a little bit later, and I have done this in the blog post, but I just haven't recorded them to video. But this Bridgeland, Katy, and the Woodlands are seeing astronomical growth, as well as Sugarland. So those are the top 4 places where people are moving right now. So they must like living there. There are so many parks in Katy. We have a ton of big ones, and they're spread out in relation to one another, but there are pocket parks everywhere. That's one thing I really like about Katy and the Woodlands, is how many parks there are. It really caters to people with young families or people that like to take walks in parks. The schools are amazing. That is true. That's one thing people keep talking about the Woodlands, and Katy, and it is absolutely true. The schools are amazing. One thing I have noticed is there are a lot of apartment complexes compared to where it used to be 5-10 years ago. So that is one thing to know. I think that's the main thing fueling the congestion, are all the apartment complexes. You don't have to live in Cinco Ranch to enjoy what it has to offer. There are a lot of amazing neighborhoods you hear me talk about a lot, but I love Cross Creek Ranch, Tamaron, Firethorn, Jordan Ranch, just to name a few, Seven Meadows, Grand Lakes. There are a ton of really fantastic neighborhoods, and you can also go to the more established sides of Katy, so Nottingham Country, Old Town Katy. There are a lot of options in Katy, which I really, really like. The libraries are really nice. That was my favorite thing about living there. I was quite young, so I did the free entertainment. So walking around La Centera, going on walks and bike rides, and the libraries. So each one had a different child, like the Mommy and Me type class. What's that called? I can't even remember what it's called. But I love the libraries. The people there are really, really sweet. And again, there are so many of them. So when it comes to shopping, there is one outlet mall out there, the Katy Mills Mall. It is probably my least favorite in the area, so I definitely would recommend driving to the Cypress Outlet Mall, the Memorial City Mall. I spent a lot of time at both of those, and then you're still not too far from the Woodlands Mall. That's going to be like your main mall besides Memorial City that you would be able to drive to. You also have the Galleria downtown, but as most inner cities, the crime is a tiny bit higher than in other places, so sometimes people avoid going into downtown. I think it's still super safe. I don't think you have to like worry, but I know people like to stay closer to home, and so you can find that in Memorial City. And you know, give Katy Mills Mall a try. It's just not my favorite mall. So sometimes people can be a little bit stuck up in Cinco Ranch. Maybe it was because I was young and maybe I felt like I didn't belong, but Cinco Ranch, you either love it or you hate it. So I really recommend visiting if you can. But if you have to make a commute and Cinco Ranch or the Woodland or one of these places makes the most sense, then obviously that's where you're gonna live, and I'm sure you will adjust. But the area in general is a very fit area. There's Lifetime Fitness that is really nice. Tons of people, tons of outdoor activities, and again, tons of parks. It is a very manicured, very beautiful place to live. It is a really good option if you're looking to live on that side of town. You would make a commute into Houston through I-10 if you are working in an energy corridor and you want to live in the suburbs. It is the #1 option. Again, there are so many neighborhoods that cater to everybody in every walk of life. There are parts of Katy that are more affordable, so if you need help navigating that, just let me know. And then there are parts that are better than others. So if you are looking for a very beautiful manicured place with really good schools, Katy might be the right neighborhood or area of town for you. So that is what it's like living in Katy. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Again, this is Schilleci with Joe & Co Realty Group, and I hope you are having a fantastic day. All of my contact information is down below. Relocation guides, maps, I really have everything. I want to be that one-stop shop for you. I hope you pick me to be your realtor so I can be #1 this year as well as last year. So I will talk to y'all soon. Have a good day. Bye.